So this is the #1 Facebook ad campaign every landscaper should be running, and we call it our lead form campaign. So we run ads for dozens of different landscape business owners all across the US, and today in 3 steps, we're gonna show you how to launch your own ad campaigns that are guaranteed to get you results. So first I'm gonna show you how to make simple ad creatives that fit this style of campaign. Then I'm gonna show you how to launch them on Facebook Ad Manager. And then I'm gonna show you where to find the leads once they start coming in. All right, so let's look at some ads that fit this style of campaign. Here's the first one, let's watch it together. So you can see this ad is so simple. It's literally just some iPhone clips of some of the best projects that this business has done, as well as telling people if they want to quote for a project like this, what to do next. So let's just look at the opening frame here. There's text on screen. It says Boise's #1 landscape and design. If you don't know what Boise is, it's a town in Idaho. All we're doing is we're calling out the location and we're mentioning the service that we offer. We offer landscape design. For you, if it's lawn care, could be Boise's #1 lawn care. And in the background, this is super important, we're visually showing us doing our service. So if you do lawn care, you would show yourself riding around, leaving beautiful lines on someone's front yard. If you do landscape design, you could show yourself building a retaining wall, putting in a back patio, whatever. You just want to show off the niche that you do so that people visually recognize what service you offer without even having to read the text on screen. So as we watch the rest of the video, you can just see it's some really nice, simple aesthetic shots, and you don't even have to make it as fancy as this. It could just be some quick iPhone clips showing off your best results. And then at the end of it, this is super important, we want to have a call to action. So what do people who are interested in getting a quote do? We tell them to message us to discover more. And what that does is it just allows them to click on the ad, and it allows them to get connected with us by giving us their name, phone number, and what service they're looking to get. And I'm gonna show you on the back end of Facebook ads how to collect this information from people. But that's the basic overview of the ad that we'd like to run in this campaign. And there's one caveat. We like to split test our ads. So what split testing means, so the entire ad is the same, but the first opening line. So you can see from about 2 seconds on here, this is a different ad, but it's the same as the first one from 2 seconds on. But the beginning of the ad, we want to change. So we want to show a different text on screen and ideally a different visual hook in the background. All right, so once we have made our videos, we are going to go to Facebook Business Manager. We're going to click in here. We're going to log in with our Facebook. And then after we are logged in with our Facebook, we're going to click on the left-hand side. We're going to click Ads Manager and then Campaigns. All right, and this is just an example account I have set up here so that we can build out these campaigns together. But what you're going to do once you're in the Ads Manager on Facebook is you're going to click the Create button in the top left, click Leads, click Continue. And you can name this campaign whatever you want. I'm just gonna leave it on New Leads Campaign because if it's the first campaign you have in your Facebook Ads Manager, it doesn't matter too much. But we're going to scroll down, and this is super important. We want to do an ad set budget because if we ever test new ads, we like to put each of our ads that we split test against each other in their own ad set. All that means is we're setting the budget in a way that we can control it more. Share some of your budget with other ad sets. We don't like to do that. A/B test, we're just going to be launching one ad, and there's no special ad categories. So we're going to click Next, and then for this ad set, I'm just going to name it iPhone ads because that is what it is. It is just a simple iPhone ad. And the type of leads that we are going to gather is we are going to gather instant forms. So this is a great lead generation method to start out with. You can get more complicated as you go. You can build out forms on your website and direct traffic there. But for now, we're just going to do instant forms. And for performance goal, this is super important. You want it to say maximize number of leads. We've tested maximize number of conversion leads. That actually raises our cost per lead and our overall cost per conversion after testing thousands of leads with that. So for now, maximize number of leads is what we recommend. So in terms of the budget, I would recommend a minimum budget of $10 a day. If you can afford a $20 per day budget, your ads will optimize quicker. Start date is just going to say today. And this is super important for our audience. It says Advantage Plus on. That is not going to work. We are going to click further limit the reach of your ads. Hilarious that Facebook says this. All this does is it allows us to manually control our location that we're targeting, because if we offer services in Austin, Texas, and we set that as a location with Advantage Plus on, Facebook will target people outside of Austin, Texas. So we don't want leads that you can't service that are in San Antonio, for example, hundreds of miles away. We want to be able to control the location that we're serving the ads to. So that's why we shut off Advantage Plus. So now that we've clicked that, we're going to click on locations. I'm just going to do Austin, Texas as an example. So if you're in Philadelphia, you would just do Philadelphia. You just want to do your location. And in terms of the mile radius, you want to have at least 400,000 people in your targeting area. So if you're in a more rural area, you might have to adjust to 30 miles, 35 miles to get 400,000 people inside of your targeting pool. That just allows Facebook to optimize a lot more. Smaller audiences than that will get you much more expensive cost per leads. And we don't want to check reach more people likely to respond to your ads. That will target people outside of our target zone, which we want people to see our ads in the area which we service. All right, so that looks all good. You can leave all of this very broad, and the placements can be Advantage Plus. And now we are going to go and we're going to start uploading our videos in here. So I just like to name these ads iPhone Video 1, and we will upload our first video. So iPhone Video 1, make sure you have the correct Facebook page and Instagram account selected. These are just example accounts. So when we scroll down, we are going to not worry about the form just yet, but we are going to add in our creatives. So we're going to click add video ad. So then we're going to go and we are going to download our ad. And then once it is downloaded, we are going to go back to this page, drag and drop it. Or if you just have your ad video on your desktop, you can just grab it, drag and drop it in here. So once your video is completely uploaded, you're going to click on it, you're going to click next. And then once you get to this page, if you can crop to one-on-one without ruining any of the text, I would recommend it. Our text is getting a little bit cropped here, so I'm actually going to go in and make sure it doesn't. And what this does, it just allows us to show the video in more placements, they call it. So in more areas of Facebook and Instagram, the video is going to pop up. Just allows for more testing for Meta. And then we're going to click next. All right, so this is where you're going to add the caption. I just like to add your location. So if you're in Austin, it would be Austin's #1 landscape design company. Say you do lawn care, you just do Austin's #1 lawn care. And then we also want to add what people should do next if they're interested. So I just added in click this video for a free quote, because if they're interested in getting a free quote, they'll just click the video. And then if you've been servicing your area for a long time, people love to support local businesses and they love people who have experience. So for this company, I just said serving Greater Austin for over 20 years. And in terms of the headline, we have tested so many different things. All we need to type is get a free quote. Super simple, and it works very well. And then for the call to action, we want to change that to get quote as well. And in terms of the enhancements, we can leave all of these on. That is just Facebook is going to try and do some enhancements on the video, and then we can click done. All right, so the video will start to upload, and you can see on the right-hand side here how it will look for people who are interested and what they will do to click to get a quote. Alrighty, and now we are going to go and create our form. This is where we're going to collect people's information. So after you add your ad, and you can see the caption, you can see the headline that we have, you just want to scroll up a little bit, and you're going to see instant form. And we're going to create a form, and you can just name this form 1, just for your reference. And what we want to do is we actually do want to click on higher intent. We love to verify people's phone numbers before they can submit their information to us. What this does, you can see on the right hand side here, is it forces people to send a text code to their phone number, and they have to enter it before they can submit the form. This makes sure every phone number that you collect is verified. All right, so we're going to click higher intent, require leads to verify their phone number with a one-time passcode, and we are going to click optimized for this form. Going to click next. So as far as the intro goes, we want to reassure people it's a free quote. So get a free quote, and then where you're located. So you're located in whatever, Los Angeles, California. And then for the questions, we want to figure out what people are interested in. So for our first question, you're going to click add question, short answer, and you can just type in what landscaping services are you interested in, and then people will fill that out. And then it's going to grab their contact information. So we just like to grab their full name and their phone number. Initially, Facebook will have their email populated in here. That's not important to us. People are way more likely to respond if you capture their phone number, and you do not want to make their phone number optional. You want to make sure that it is not checked. And the text above this, you can have just a short description, one of our representatives will contact you with a free quote. And then you will have to link your policy to run ads on Facebook and Instagram. You do have to have a privacy policy linked. You can use ChatGPT to write you one if you need. And then in terms of the review screen, you don't have to click anything here. But at the ending, we'll just say one of our representatives will contact you ASAP. Keep an eye out for a text. Prefer to call us now, click below. And then you can add this action called call business. And what that does is it adds a button to the bottom of the form where if someone really wants a quote, they can call you instantly. And I would highly recommend adding this to the end of your form. All right, so once that is all filled out, you're going to click create form and we are almost there. Now, if you have your other 2 videos, we just need to upload them. So it's pretty easy from here. We're just going to duplicate this first ad and we're going to do iPhone video 2 just to give it a little bit of a different name. I'm going to scroll down and not touch anything besides delete the media. I'm going to go through, click add video, and then we are just going to drag and drop our second video, let it upload, and click through and follow the original steps: trimming, cropping, adding the text. Alrighty, and then if everything is ready to go, if all you're going to do is go down here and click publish, I'm not going to click that because this is just an example campaign. I know it's a lot of steps, but just watch through the video slowly. And if you build out this style of campaign, you will get leads very, very quickly. So now begs the question, where do I find my leads once they start submitting their information? So in Facebook Business Manager, you're going to click on the left-hand side, you're going to click Lead Center. And in here, you're going to see when people have submitted their information. So if you click on it, on the right-hand side, you're going to see that their phone number was verified. You're going to see what service they're looking to get done. You're going to see their name, and you're also going to see their phone number. I would recommend as soon as people fill out their information, contact them instantly. Call them twice, and if they don't pick up, send them a text message, make it super nice. Your text message could be, hey Victor, this is Gunther from Landscaping Pros. I saw you were looking to get an outside kitchen installed. I'd love to connect sometime this week. Feel free to call me whenever, and we can get you that free quote. And that's everything. So we covered how to create an ad that will convert, how to set it up on Facebook Ads Manager, and what to do when a lead fills out their information. So if you're looking to get leads, I would highly recommend this strategy. Also, if you don't want to spend the time to set this up yourselves, we would absolutely love to do it for you. We've generated thousands of leads and we sell our leads for $50 each. As soon as someone fills out a form, we send their information instantly to you or your salesperson so they can call them directly. If you're interested in learning more, I would click the link in the description and there's a way that you can connect with us. But regardless, thank you so much for watching this video.